Very good now, Miss Casey. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to our special session, a discussion titled PyCon APAC 2025 Through Fresh Eyes, First Timer Insights and Takeaways. Today, we'll hear from our attendees who experienced PyCon for the first time, students and early career professionals who had the privilege to attend this event. Attending a big event like PyCon APAC can be overwhelming, exciting, and even life changing for many. Whether you're here as a fellow first timer or as someone looking to attend next year, this discussion will give you real, relatable insights. So let's meet our amazing PyCon attendees. Could you briefly introduce yourselves, your background, and what led you to PyCon APAC? So I will start. I am Catherine Bulak, one of the attendees of the PyCon APAC 2025. I am one of the DEP moderators and Data Masters Program facilitators, a computer science graduate from UP Manila, and a former Datacamp scholar through DEP and GDSC, Google Developer Students Club of UE. Courtesy of Mr. Cyrus Mante. Thank you so much, sir. Where I completed the associate data engineer track and currently managing our family business while continuing to grow in data engineering. So thank you everyone, and let's hear from our other attendees. So who's next?
I'll go next po. Hello, am I audible?
Okay. Yes, yes, you are.
Uh, Hi everyone, my name is Noel Dante. I'm a student at University of Nueva Cáceres, and I take Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. I am also a Data Engineering Pilipinas scholar. I got my free ticket sponsored by them, so thank you very much. And I attended PyCon 2025 APAC on March 1 to 2 last week. I came all the way from Naga City to Metro Manila in order to attend. And it was a wonderful opportunity for me to finally meet my mentors and other scholars as well. So, my experience as a developer, I've been a hobby developer for over 4 years now, but non-professionally. I do it as a hobby. I got introduced to programming via game development. I started to take interest into creating games when I watched YouTube videos about how to create games with Unity. And over the years, I've had lots of different game-related projects under my belt, and now I also work very openly with the open source community. And also with the help of Sir Engrammer Bolas, or Sir Bong, if you may know him like that, uh, I was able to create something that's using Python that would then be my contribution to data engineering Pilipinas. So if you would like to see my project, it's on my GitHub. It's called Project Storm Chaser. Thank you very much.
Well, maybe you can share your project in the chat. Share it para makita rin ng mga ano, mga attendees or members natin ngayon. Thank you. Who's next?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, I'm Christian Joel Lasso, um, a currently project engineer at Tesca, and and my interests are AI engineering and being a data scientist, but I'm more on the AI itself. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, I graduated last year from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines with a course of Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering. And PyCon, I was able to attend the PyCon because I am the top of the Datacom scholars who have gained more XP. And those top 8 of us, I think dalawa lang kaming naka para bang available on that time then. So, naka-attend kami ng PyCon last week. Yeah.
EJ, would you like to show your presentation?
Uh, I think ma'am, it's a lot of presentation, but is it okay po ba?
Kal ba siya? Or maybe you can share in the chat para makita din nila.
I think
Then maybe
can
later
I
you can present it.
my presentation naka-include na po doon lahat ng photos and my experience. Yeah.
Okay, sige, sige. I think it's nice.
Okay. Wait.
Share mo na rin sa audience. Mark, are
I
you
think I'm
ready?
presented.
Would you like to present muna? Sige, sige. Mabilisan lang. Okay, sige.
Yeah. Wait. I think later na lang po. Medyo ano lang, gulo ko.
Sige, Mark, are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay,
Um,
sige, thank you.
by the way, let me introduce myself. I am Mark Sandrino, one of the Datacom scholar under the Data Engineering Pilipinas, one of the attendees last PyCon conference, APAC 2025 in Ateneo de Manila University. I am graduate of BS Computer Science in DLSU Das Marinas. I am also data engineering pathway graduate under of Project Sparta of the Department of Science and Technology and and Development Academy of the Philippines. The reason why accepted to attend the PyCon conference 2025 Asia Pacific is because I want to gusto ko lang po kasi malaman kung ano talaga yung nasa conference na yon. That's the first reason. The second one, since natingnan ko naman yung schedule niya during kaya napa-attend na rin din ako because of the AWS because I want to be a cloud data engineering as well. To meet my mga ka-teammates ko sa Data Engineering Pilipinas and ma-meet ko na rin yung magiging ka-workmate ko soon. That's the reason why I attended the PyCon APAC 2025. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mark. So, who's next? Cheyin, nandiyan ka? Ja, ay si Ja, tapos na nga pala, no? Tapos ka na ba, Ja? Yes, oo, tapos na. Mike, Cheyin, are you here na ba? So, si Sir Mike, pauna naman siya kanina na baka hindi siya maka-attend kasi nga family driver siya right now. So, Sir Mike, just in case you're already in. Oh, Mango, I came here to support my friend Mike Belen pero mukhang absent. Yes, ma'am. Nagpauna na siya. So, pero we're hoping na makahabol siya. How about you, Chayin? Okay, so maybe she'll just follow. We'll continue now. So, guys, what were your expectations before attending PyCon APAC, and how did reality compare? Who wants to answer first?
I'll go po. Hello, Tamardo.
Edward.
Hello, RR. So, my experiences in PyCon, uh, I was actually not considering joining PyCon. It was announced sometime during November, and I didn't really had any reason to attend since it was very far away. But then I recently received an email from Sir Bong, and it was offering a free scholarship ticket to PyCon. And even though that uh, the travel expenses and stay were covered, it was also an opportunity for me to meet my mentors and meet my fellow scholars there, and also an opportunity for me to be able to learn more about Python with a community that supports it. And how it compares to reality, it was actually better than I expected. I got to meet a lot of different people, and I also listened to a lot of the talks, and I had a lot of insights on PyCon, especially open source, Python for science, and I also learned about a new Python library during the second day, which is Python Arcade. It's a library similar to Pygame, which I now maybe will try to use in the future in as part of my the Storm Chaser will be using Arcade in the future. That's all.
Thank you, Noel. Who's next? Okay, I'll go first. Well, for me, I initially expected it to be highly technical and intimidating, but like other events that I've attended, the community was incredibly friendly and welcoming. And I met amazing people like you guys, right? And I gained valuable insights from workshops and speakers, and so firsthand how versatile Python is, powering web development, AI automation, and so much more. How about you guys?
Ako na next. So my expectations on the PyCon was just it was much more better than I expected, as someone said it kanina. Because I was just expected to gain insights on how they use Python, of the um the current um the ano bang meron ngayon sa corporates or sa companies, or how they utilize it, the Python, on in a more practical than because yung experience ko kasi sa programming is just in the academia. Then yan, naka-gain ako ng so many insights on how they use the Python on libraries such as Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and how they use Python to be integrated in the Arduino, and so much more. Then I was parang may stickers pa sila and booths, and they have 8 booths. Then naging interactive siya because you have to play, or you have to complete a task before you get a sticker from them. Then nakarami-rami ako. So it is not just uh, educating, but it's also fun because you have to interact with different people, and because hindi lang Filipino yung nandun, meron ding Indian, from Japan, China, even Americans, and talagang hindi lang siya Southeast, kundi parang maraming involved na countries. So you have to socialize with them, and gain insights on how they utilize the Python at their expertise. So para bang nagkakaroon ng exchanging of ideas. So ayun, that's how para bang naging much better yung expectation. Ito, naging much better siya dun sa expectations. So yun na po.
How about you, Mark?
Hi, during expectation ko during the conference is um expected and expected kasi feeling ko nung first day mag-isa lang ako, the good thing is nakita ko agad si Miss Kate and nandun naman yung magiging kasama ko um du- throughout the day. So sa umaga lang magkakasama kayo kasi yun, yung mga primary um topics. And pagdating ng hapon, hiwa-hiwalay na kaming lahat. During during the 2 days, nakafocus ako sa mga workshop and I want to learn about the Python because Python kasi ang ginagamit din ng cloud computing. Um, Nagkataon lang na yun na sobrang seryoso ako talaga doon sa last workshop na yun with Sir Jambi. Kung nakilala niyo siya si Rafael Hambalos of AWS because talagang gustong-gusto ko talaga maging cloud engineer talaga with specialty in data engineering din sa AWS. Na-meet ko yung mga matataas na tao such as yung si Kate, kung kilala mo 'to, yung Balbasarado, pati yung mga heads, yung mga kumbaga kapag nakasama mo siya sa corporate arena, sila yung mga nasa tipong Mount Olympus na talagang tataas yung tipong tataas talaga yung ano sa kanila.
Yes, yes. Very ano talaga sila, 'di ba? Parang nakakahiyang lapitan. Pero definitely not. Nakalapit tayo sa kanila, 'di ba?
Oo. Yun, one thing na natutunan ko talaga, kailangan mo talaga gumawa ng network to them, to coordinate with them, to kamarad makipagkamaraderi sa kanila because sila naman din tutulong sa'yo in the end of the day eh. Kahit na kahit sila yung mataas, ikaw yung nasa mababang level, itataas ka naman din nila coming soon eh. And yung mga tao na na-meet ko doon, baka hindi ko pala alam o hindi pala natin alam, sila yung pala yung magiging ka-workmate mo sa IT arena someday. What isang hindi ko din ine-expect during that event is ano ba 'to? Kinakabahan ako is makipag-usap sa mga foreigners. Naubusan ako ng English actually. Lalo especially the Indians. During yung pag-attend ko dun sa isa sa workshop, sabi, um, yun, yun nga. Basta masasabi ko na lang is that event is napakaganda ng event na yun. Sobra. And thank you.
Yes, Sir Mark, definitely. Yung tipong 'di ba, akala mo siguro kung hindi ako representative ng DEP, hindi ako maglalakas ng loob na lumapit sa kanila kasi sino ba ako, 'di ba? Pero like dahil I was one of the representatives of DEP, I can say that I was forced to mingle
Kaya,
and ah, 'di ba?
kaya nga.
Na lumapit, yes, 'di ba? Na lumapit and makipag-usap sa kanila. And I was very grateful kasi they were really approachable and very down to earth. And when I asked them if we could invite them here sometime, and they said, yes, of course. So, 'di ba? I was really glad. We were really glad, 'di ba, na they said yes. And so we hope na sometime soon we could invite them here at the Data Masters sessions. Okay, so who's next?
Dagdag ko lang daw, Miss Kate. Siguro pagdating sa company settings, maiilang ka lang talaga. Pero paglabas nyo ng company, pwede trupa-trupahin mo na yan. Pero pagdating sa loob, nako, trabaho ay trabaho. Yun lang. Thank you.
Yes. Meron pa bang hindi salita? Okay, we'll go to the next question.
Hello,
So
Miss
no,
A.
now, oh, meron pa ba? So, sorry.
Hello, Miss A.
Ja, are you done,
Ah,
Ja?
yes po. Natapos ko na.
Okay,
Um,
so,
yeah. So, hello po. I'm James Francis Pasistol. You can just call me Jay, for short. Actually, one of the attendees in PyCon APC 2025. And wala ako dyan sa, sa PubMed. Kasi gusto ko sana sa next match. Pero, actually, one of also my data comes scholar, pero yung ticket ko hindi ko na-receive from data engineering because I actually got selected dun sa PyCon scholarship program nila. So, bibigyan nila ako ng ticket. And fortunately, naka-attend din ako ng day 1 and day 2. And for my expectations, since this is my first time attending like a huge event and medyo malapit siya sa place ko, I think it really exceeds my expectation. Like, marami talagang tao, marami ka talaga matututunan, and also, there's an opportunity for networks as well. Yun lang po.
yes, thank you, Ja. And I would like to apologize, Ja, ha? I was not able to include you
Okay,
in the PubMed. So sorry talaga.
okay lang po.
Next time, bawi tayo, ha? Okay. So, next question. Now that PyCon APAC is over, how has it influenced your career goals or personal learning journey? Yes, Noel.
Uh, well, as for career goals, none so far since I'm still a student and I'm still busy with university. But it did give me a lot of insights on how to use Python for the better. And also, since I'm very close in touch with Data Engineering Filipinas, I also try to learn how to use Python more in a general purpose software manner, like in how I would use Python in data engineering and not only in my hobby as a hobbyist game developer. And soon enough, though, I would want to be a software developer, and I do think that Python plays a big role uh, in how I would develop myself as a software developer. Because it's one of the easiest language to learn. It's one of the most popular languages out there, and it's used a lot in general purpose software engineering and also in data science and data engineering. So it's a really important language that uh, you have to really learn in order to be good at software development.
Thank you, Noel. You are definitely right. Python is really not that hard language to learn. And kailangan lang talaga more practice and more programming para sa akin. So, yan, isa yan sa mga kailangan kong tutukan. More projects. How about you, CJ?
Yeah, it influenced me in a way that how they took their road on what they have now and how can it help me na para bang makita rin din yung naging career path nila, then nagiging inspiration din sa akin yun, then to continue mine, then because currently I am a since currently I'm a project engineer, and para bang gusto kong mag-transition to a AI engineer, and such. And yeah, para bang naging inspiration siya. Because para bang may mga hardships din sila on how they learn Python. Although it's easy to understand, it may pero mahirap din siya in a way. So, ayun, and yun lang po.
Okay, hi Miss Kate. Ano nga pala yung question mo? Sorry.
Ano, now that PyCon APAC is over, how has it influenced your career goals or personal learning journey?
Ayun, sorry. Ayun, nakita ko na yung magiging direction ko kasi ako actually share ko lang 'to kasi may sinusundan kasi akong path. Kung kilala niyo man 'to si Certified, yung isang vlogger na cloud engineering din siya. So sinabi naman niya nung unang vlog niya, aralin kung meron daw dapat aralin sa cloud, dapat first yung AWS kasi napaka-demand. The second one is yung Python. During my study in Project Sparta, nandun na yung SP201, 201 ata o 203 if I'm not mistaken. That is basic Python. Talagang unang impression ko talaga napakahirap talaga. Pero chinaga ko lang siya aralin siya kasi no choice naman talaga ako kung gusto ko makagraduate ng data engineering. Tsaka nagpapalit kasi ako ng career from BPO back office agent to IT professional na rin po. And akala ko tapos na yon. Pagkatingin ko, meron pang yon, SP702, Python for Data Engineering, and SP901, yung machine learning in Python din. Nung gumraduate ako ng data engineering sa Project Sparta, hindi pa siya ganun, parang hindi pa ako ganun kapulido. Parang basic lang yung tinuro doon. So, binigay sa akin yung opportunity na para maging scholar din ng data camp. So, doon ko nalaman lahat yung buong kwento kung ano yung magiging trabaho ko. During the Python APAC sa Ateneo last week lang, marami din ako na-realize din. Siguro sabi ko gusto ko maging katulad ni Sir Jambi, gusto ko katulad ni Sir Ike Gabriel ng AWS Users Group ng Davao. Kasi meron isang session doon na pure Python na ilalagay sa AWS code artifact na kayo-kayo lang ang pwedeng gumamit nun. Hindi pwede gamitin ng ibang grupo, ibang team, or even ibang company because of the confidentiality ng mga ng mga pip ng mga pip codes na yun. Yun, sabi ko, alam ko na magiging direksyon ko dito. Kasi si Sir Ike kasi yung nagpa-inspire sa akin na pwede rin ako maging developer side, pwede rin ako maging operations side. Pero para sa akin, magbabalanse lang ako doon sa dalawang 'yon. That's why napaka-importante talaga ng conference na 'yon. It's just because na kailangan mo rin talaga mag-upgrade kasi nagbabago din kasi yung um, mga latest trends sa IT world po. Thank you. And that's it. Thank you.
Yes, TJ, tapos ka na ba?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, sorry nawawala ako. So, we'll go to the next question. So, ayun, hindi ko na isinasama yung ibang questions kasi nababanggit nyo naman na, di ba? Oh, and so, next is connections. We've done connections. We've mentioned it already, right? And so, what are your advice for future PyCon attendees? Like, for me, I asked one of the speakers. You guys remember yung Indian na yung babae? So I asked her how she was able to join one of the speakers in PyCon. And so she said that she got an invitation, and then uh, maybe because she was famous, or and she is really good because she is a software developer ba something. I forgot na. I will have to research again. And then she said that yun nga, she was invited, and then I even asked her, was it for free? I was so bold to ask her that question. And then she said, yeah, there was a certain part, there was a certain amount that they gave her. And so the other expenses would be shouldered by her. But she said that it was okay because the experience and the opportunity was really that, 'di ba? Sobrang wow yun. So, kaya yon advice ko sa mga susunod, be like her. So, if you have the opportunity, if you get invited, then by all means, you have to attend. Right? That's it. Noel,
Alright. What was the question again po, ma'am? Can you repeat it po?
what advice would you give to someone who wants to go next year? Add ko na rin pala, no, even if you don't want to be a speaker, even if you just want to be an attendee, if you have the opportunity, if you have the means, then you definitely must go. Thank you. Okay,
My
Noel.
advice, yeah, alright po. My advice po is, uh, this is also something that I regret not doing much sooner or as much as I wanted to do was being more open to others and talking to more people. Kasi PyCon and other conferences like this uh, is a melting pot of opportunities and for you to be able to network with others. And what better way to do that than to talk to other people? So for the most part, I've been very close to the Data Engineering Pilipinas attendees, and also with my university that I came here with. And if ever I would be attending for next year's, I would be sure to talk to other people and uh, be more open to them and introduce myself to them and hopefully grow a bigger network for myself. There was actually this one moment during day two of PyCon APAC. Uh, there was this section for lightning talks, and Ma'am Catherine invited me to be a lightning talk speaker just out of the blue, and I was pretty shocked kasi I was so unprepared, but then she encouraged me to do it anyway because this was opportunity to do it, and I was already open to doing it at that point. But unfortunately, due to registration requirements, I was not able to do it. But hopefully next year I would be more prepared, and I was actually encouraged to become a speaker as well, and I I wanted for a very long time to be a part of an organization or a conference like this, and being a speaker is the greatest honor for me, and I would be sure to try my best in delivering. Thank you po.
Ay, Noel, sobrang proud ako sa'yo nun. Just by accepting our challenge, right? Na, go Noel, go, kaya mo yan.
Yes, yes, yes.
Diba? You were
So
so brave to
unprecedented, yeah,
actually
yeah.
agree.
It was so
And
unprecedented. Yeah,
and uh next time talaga, dapat
yes
you'll
po,
be one of the speakers or the one of
yes
the
po.
presenters.
Next year po,
And
ma.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
next year.
So, thank you, thank you. How about you, CJ? Ito si CJ, dapat din, ganun din eh.
So I think what I can give advice is that don't be scared shitless, even if you think you're a beginner. Show just show that you are eager to learn on different expertise and what you want to learn and what you want to be. So second, learn how to socialize with everyone because
Nawala ka, CJ.
diverse communities and cultures because that even and gain insights. So last, learn how to dress well so that you can formally and informally talk to them because some people or maybe baka yung ibang tao para bang mataas yung katungkulan so that para bang dapat tayo din na kumbaga we need to learn on how to level with them kasi iba-iba naman yung panlasa. So yun lang.
Thank you, CJ. How about you, Mark?
Siguro para sa mga gustong attend kayo kasi nandun yung latest trends ng mga kaganapan kung ano yung mga susunod na mangyayari sa in the world of Python and other applications that uses Python as well. Ayun lang pero during the conference nakita ko sa personal talaga si Doc Ligot. Ay, masasabi ko na lang, galing. Yun lang. Siguro next year, attend pa rin ako. Kung merong PyCon PH, I will attend. Sinabi naman ata siguro during the last hour before the conference ends, hindi na daw sa Pilipinas gaganapin yung PyCon APAC. Kung bibigyan ako ng pagkakataon na umattend ako ng PyCon APAC, siguro a-attend ako. Willing naman ako magbayad ng eroplano or makapag-travel man across Asia. Sana sa Singapore. If I wish. If I wish. Wag muna sa Japan or sa Korea kasi may visa dun Singapore muna. Yun lang. Thank you.
How about you, Ja?
Hello. So, I think one of the advice na bibigay ko is always plan kung ano yung mga sessions na attendan mo. It doesn't mean na magkakasama kayo like puro data engineering kayo na group or may kakilala ka doon is sasama ka na doon sa session na yun kung hindi ka naman totally interested. May binibigay silang schedule, what's gonna be like the workshop or what's gonna be like the talk itself. So make sure na attendan mo yung gusto mong puntahan and try to communicate with the others then on the talk itself. And the second one is probably if in case na attend ka ng workshop, bring your laptop. Yun siguro yung one of the things na I regret a lot kasi gusto ko sanang umattend dun sa isang workshop. Pero unfortunately, since wala nga akong laptop, parang hindi siya magiging practical for me since hindi ko siya matatry on my own. Pero I enjoyed the talk itself. So definitely, it is worthwhile. And lastly, what I can really say, since I'm still like somewhat beginner in Python and also transitioning to AI engineering, make sure to attend these events because this event is really provides you a network. So if in case in the future this particular employer will actually know you from this event, they will be able to like have the connection and able to help you get the job. And still you need to be prepared on the job interviews and whatsoever. But the connection that you have during the event will definitely give a benefit during the process. Thank you.
Thank you, Ja. So, for me, since it was my first time to attend the PyCon APAC, so always, even in other events that I've attended, uh, I always realize that we should not be afraid to talk to people. So you will see that everyone is super friendly, even the experienced speakers or even the people that you thought are not approachable, they are just waiting for you to come and talk to them actually. And then since these events have different schedules, you have to really schedule ahead based on the schedules that was given. We should always be flexible, and then uh, sometimes the best talks were the ones I randomly walked into. Like it was not on my list, but since I can't attend to the workshop, then I just attend other talks. So you should always be flexible. And then if you are a student, always apply for scholarships. Okay? So you wouldn't like for me, I'm not a student, but since I have the privilege to I was privileged to go because I was one of the moderators. So like the others are Itacamp scholars. So you should always grab every opportunity if you have. So that's it.
Yeah, dagdag ko lang din na kumbaga yung yung scholarship na binibigay ni DEP is kumbaga, utilize it na to the fullest na when you have time to learn. When you have time to learn and gusto mo yun, then pupunta ka ng data camp. Ubusin mo lahat ng courses doon, then do some notes, do some projects. Yun nga, para bang di mo na mamalayan, magaling ka na pala.
Yes, you're right. And yung mga opportunity to collaborate, guys, always take that. If you have the chance, if you have the time, please do so. It's really important that we learn how to work with others. So, it's not naman that compulsory or parang hindi naman talaga natin obligasyon. But if you have free time, kahit maliit na task lang or yun, mag-volunteer. It's really important. That's how I was able to get to where I am now in DEP. Wala naman sa isip ko na magiging moderator ako or I would be given the chance to facilitate data masters kasi mahiyain nga ako, hindi nga ako nagsasalita eh. Pero maybe because I show interest, I shared some of my free time, yung mga ganon. So, yun lang. Oh, next na tayo. Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
that's how parang yun lang yung magiging way natin ng pasasalamat sa DEP, yung ubusin natin yung courses. Because yung opportunity na yan is bibihira lang. At kasi mahal talaga ang data camp.
yes. So, ayun, lightning round na tayo. Siguro, no? Oh, one takeaway from PyCon, guys. And later, yung mga questions ng mga audience natin. Mark?
Hi, Miss Kate.
Yes.
Anong ano yung susunod natin topic yung ano ba to?
Parang lightning round na natin. One takeaway from PyCon. If you could sum up PyCon APAC 2025 in just one sentence, what would it be?
Amazing. Sobra.
Diba?
Yun lang. payo ko
Oo.
lang sa mga students, kung meron man PyCon na for free at ang requirements ay data camp, ubusin niyo yung course lalo na kapag ang gusto mo maging role is data analyst, data engineering, or data scientist. That's the first one. Kasi even as the career shifter, ginarap na rin din namin to eh. Kasi kailangan din namin i-upgrade yung mga sarili namin. Yun. During the event, during the pre and post event, sobrang grateful ako na napasama ako at nagpapasalamat po ako sa mga moderators and heads ng Data Engineering PH and even sa mga nakasama ko during the workshop sa AWS. Parang sobrang proud sila sa nagtatag noon. And masabi ko sa sarili ko na I'm very grateful to those to those people. Yan, thank you. I would like to give thanks to the moderators, the heads, the persons behind that. And tatanawin ko to na isang malaking utang na loob to sa inyo guys. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mark. How about you, Ja?
Hello. So, I think in one sentence, Python really helps me a lot. As someone who is really trying to break into like engineering or things related to tech. I'm currently a research analyst, so it's somewhat like a business analyst role. And since my role itself is not very technical, meaning wala masyadong programming, and Python is somewhat things na I really want to be proficient of. Attending this particular event really helps me to build my confidence, and also maybe in the future, if in case that I wanted to present my projects, this particular conference will definitely help me as well. And I think you need to um, make sure na once you are in the event itself, try to enjoy the event. Aside from learning new things, try to enjoy the event, explore new things, and talk to other people as well.
CJ.
One sentence. Thank you so much, Dep. Yun lang po. That says a lot, and it's been nice to be involved in this kind of conference because bibihira lang siya. And yeah, this conference mo, I think nangyayari every 4 years kasi iniikot yung mga bansa, and this year, parang dito ginanap. So, grab the opportunity as long as there is an opportunity, grab it. Blessings yan. Same lang din yan sa mga data camp scholars na I think na present here, parang ano yung binibigay sa grab. Kasi kapag nawala yung scholarship niya, manghihinayang kayo dahil napakamahal ng data camp. Parang
Yes.
as long as you can learn, make time for it because para sa atin din naman to na parang gusto ring mapunta sa data, parang sa data field. Yeah, data engineering, data scientist, AI engineering, and so much more, or data analyst. Yeah, para bang once para bang nakapunta tayo sa gusto nating mapuntahan, then tayo na may susunod na mag-share. Siguro tayo na rin mga moderator dito sa DET. Okay.
Yo.
Thank you po.
Okay, Noel.
Cites in one sentence, probably Python is a versatile language that enjoys privileges that other languages don't. I've seen in Python used as a programming languages for a variety of things, for bioscience, for data engineering, data science, for serverless architecture, for web development, backend. So this is something that only a few programming languages can do, and one of them is Python. Like some specialized languages like Julia and R for data science and data engineering, you cannot really use it for other things. So that's really what opened my eyes into how valuable Python is as a programming language, and what encouraged me to be more involved with Python as a programming language for development. And I would like to thank the Data Engineering Pilipinas for this wonderful opportunity for me to be able to attend in PyCon, and to my other attendees and my companions for day 1 and day 2. Maraming salamat sa lahat po. Thank you.
Thank you, Noel. Okay, so for me, PyCon is the best place to learn, network, and get inspired. So, yan sa akin, di ba? I get to network with you guys. I get to know you personally there, the speakers, the organizers. Very one of a kind of experience for me talaga siya. And the inspiration, di ba? Parang nag-iba yung ano mo, yung perception mo na, wow, this is something na ilulook forward mo na rin in the future. So, yun lang. So, sobrang overwhelming lang nung experience. And so, it's already 8. So, we're now questions pala. Merong questions. May nakita ako dito. Who would like to ask, you may now open your mic and speak.
Yeah, kung sino po, kung nahihiya po, i-chat nyo na lang po.
Hello po. Am I
Okay.
audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, so hi, I'm Irvin, and I'm a fresh grad of computer engineering, and lately I'm interested with data engineering. And right now I'm working as a data entry specialist, and I took this job because it's somehow related, also for experience naman. And my question is, I just applied for data camp ex Data Engineering Filipino scholarship. How long should I wait for a reply or info?
Yung sa scholarship, ang nag-handle is si Sir Mike. Not si Sir Mike na Mike Ogbenor, merong moderator na yung ano sana natin ngayon, one of the guest speaker, pero dahil may family matter siya ngayon, hindi siya naka-attend. Pero he is the one responsible for handling the data camp scholars. So, medyo busy siyang tao. Kaya, wait lang talaga na yung pagdating dun sa approval, and just make sure na yung applications nyo, you really answer the questions well, and yung especially your emails, make sure na walang mali sa spelling, or minsan hindi pala yun yung ginagamit yung email. So, doon daw yata madalas nagkakaroon ng problema sa email address. So, yun. And, yun. Antay-antay lang. If ever, you can also follow up with the group. Yun.
Okay po, thank
And-
you.
Questions? Sabi ni Flodro, antay lang sa scholarship, brother. Super worth the wait yan. Yes, definitely. Sabi ni Botany Data, try to reach out sa mga ibang may account to ask na gusto mag-share or magturo. Yes. Pwede rin yun. Kasi there are other people who would like to teach naman because as they teach, they also learn. One of the best way to learn, di ba, is by teaching. Sayang wala si Sir Mike hindi natin matatanong kung kailangan niya ng tulong.
Ayun lang, dagdag ko lang. Sa data camp din, kung kaya niyo tapusin yung dalawang course, halimbawa, Introduction to Python, tapos Intermediate Python, kung kaya niyo naman siya tapusin within the day, tapusin niyo na din. Sa akin kasi gano'n na naging practice ko, eh. Practice ko 2 course per day or kahit yung pinakamahirap siya, tinatapos ko sa loob ng isang araw. Pero sa akin kasi, slow learner din kasi ako. Kailangan ko siya talaga siya intindihin one by one. Ganun siya.
Kung sa ibang wala or hoping na makakuha ng data camp, while wala pa kayong data camp scholarships, actually marami kayong pwedeng pag-aralan eh. W3 schools, if you are familiar with W3 schools, actually dyan ako nag-start. And sa free code camp din, pwede rin doon. And yung sa mga YouTube tutorials and actually napakarami. Yun nga lang kasi kagandahan sa data camp, very structured yung niya, yung courses and lessons. Yun. Flodro? Sige, magtanong ka.
Yun, hello po. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ayan. So, hello po. My name is Billy. I'm sorry for the abomination dun sa username ko. Pero kung curious kayo, it's pronounced as Flodro. Yun.
Billy
Anyway,
Masama?
it's Billy Salamat po.
Salamat.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes.
Yeah,
We've met
So,
with Sir
Sir
King
Bong po,
Romar.
yes.
Yes.
Anyway, yun po. Ang tanong ko is, di ba sabihin natin, everyone's here, everyone's looking for, or I mean, di pala everyone, a lot of people have been working through their coursework. Lalo lang yung mga bagong nakakuha ng Datacamp scholarship or kahit yung mga gusto pa lang mag-apply. Ang tanong ko lang, di ba, since everybody here has a lot of extensive experience with Python already and working with the coursework, ang tanong ko is, paano nyo ginamit yung experience nyo? Sabihin natin, di ba natapos na kayo dun sa mga coursework, nakakuha kayo ng certificates, gano'n, or whatever. Tapos you guys already had an extensive knowledge how to use Python, how to use SQL, yung mga gano'n. Paano nyo ginamit yung experience nyo from the coursework, tapos nilagay nyo sa isang practical project? Kasi doon ako medyo stuck ngayon. Kasi matagal na akong fascinated with data engineering. I think back in July until August, actually, I was an intern for Accenture sa data engineering team. Kaso ang problem ko doon, sobrang saglit lang siya since yung record sa school namin, it was only for like a month and a half. Kaya saglit lang talaga siya. Pero matagal na akong very interested dun sa overall industry. So, parang nung nakuha ko yung scholarship dito sa data camp, tapos nung nalaman ko yung depth, I was overall parang nabuhayan ako ng loob. Honestly, nakikita naman yata ni Miss Kata yung kasi I've been very active recently sa community volunteer sa TPP. And
Yes.
Yun lang po tanong ko.
Siguro si Noel. How about you, Noel and CJ? They can answer.
I cannot really say for experience kasi I'm not really. I actually didn't come as a data camp scholar. I'm not currently enrolled in data camp. I came from Sir Bong's Py4E course, but my experience has been pretty similar. If you know my recent project that I've made as my contribution to Data Engineering Pilipinas, that I will also then present as a data master's presentation. Utang ko pa po yun kay Ma'am Catherine. So, I was actually introduced to a Python library called Beautiful Soup during the Py4E course. It was, I think, course 9 and 10. And Beautiful Soup is a library that would allow you to web scrape and extract data from websites in an orderly manner. So it would take a website and parse it into its raw HTML format and based on some of the few parameters, like if you want to just grab tables, you can just write some code to only grab data from the tables, and so on and so on. And this inline taught me how to create orderly tables that would then be organized into data structures that I would use in my passion project in Data Engineering Pilipinas, which is the Storm Chaser. But can I saglit
Sure,
lang po.
sure. Oo, sige. Kita mo. Sir Jun Miano, later, would you like to answer? Ito, master to si Sir Jun.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Sige, while Noel is preparing his presentation, would you like to answer the question?
Lurking lang ako eh. And then,
But you are definitely the master.
not really, ma'am.
Okay.
I missed the part about the question. I was multitasking actually.
So sorry. Sorry, sir. Yung sige. Sino na nga yun? Lee, would
But
you
I
like
have a
to
question. I have a question
Oh,
though. Yeah,
okay.
it's about PyCon. Was the
Sure,
event
sir.
going to be uploaded to YouTube or any social media platform wherein I could somehow review the event of what has transpired at that time?
Okay. I'll share the link nung ito. This was the event.
Mhm. I was actually looking forward to seeing the event on
Yeah.
YouTube or
Okay.
whichever social media platform.
That was the schedule, and then yung dito sa okay lang naman siguro no i-share ko yung Discord ng ano.
I think so.
Yes, I
Uh,
think so. It's open
yeah,
naman eh.
yeah,
Teka
I
lang.
believe so. In fact,
Um,
I also watched PyCon from other countries. That's where I also learn some of the new technologies because I don't have the luxury of time to go to the uh, in Manila because I'm here at the far end south, so I cannot actually join. Even if I'm there in Manila, I still wouldn't be able to attend because of other commitments. That's why I depend on watching or viewing it uh, over YouTube or on YouTube.
hello, Miss Carta.
Yes,
Can
sir.
I answer the question?
Sige,
So,
sige.
regarding po sa question ni Sir Jun, I asked one of the volunteers during PyCon event, and they mentioned na I think it will be available in YouTube, I believe, like 3 to 4 months from now. That's what they mentioned because they probably going to edit the sessions and the talk itself. That's what they
Oh,
mentioned.
it's
Matagal pa
quite
pala.
Yes.
and then maybe by then the technology that they're using would become obsolete.
Hey guys, please join the Python server, Python Philippines server para matuwa naman sila sa atin. That is also one way to show our appreciation dun sa kanilang ah ginawa para sa atin, 'di ba? They were so generous to give us the tickets. Yun, joined. And andun pati yung mga pictures, shinare nila yung mga pictures sa events. Tapos yung dyan sa schedule kasi, andyan pati yung mga may mga links pati na pwede yung pasukin. Like, dun sa workshop, may mga Python programs doon. Like, yung sa typing tutor, yan, inatinan ko yan. It was fun. And meron pang isa hindi ko naatinan eh kasi medyo nagkagulo na sa schedule. Yeah, nice. Okay lang ba? Overtime na tayo ah. Ay, Noel, are you ready for your presentation?
Yes po, ma'am. If
Sige,
you've
sige.
noticed, I've shared my screen. Can you see my screen po? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this was an application that I built for Data Engineering Pilipinas, which is dubbed Project Storm Chaser. And what it does is it just web scrapes data archive of uh, typhoons, and then it you can filter it by a year, month, and then day. So, for example, I want to visit. You can also filter it by basin. So, in this case, let's pick the West Pacific because we're in the West Pacific Philippines. And if I want to look at the past storm during 2024 uh, in October, or let's say 20, uh, what it would do is it would then web scrape and then create animations of tropical storms and update them accordingly, uh, according to their speeds. Yeah, they would be color coded, and there will also be landmarks for where they had their landfall. And also in here it would be displayed the current time, and you can also pause and play as usual. So this technology was built entirely with Python. The front end was built in Pygame, the UI and everything, and the back end was built with Beautiful Soup. It doesn't have a server. It relies solely on your computer memory and data scraping from the web. So it does need an internet connection to run. So the way that I did this was it scrapes a website for information and it organizes that data in a meaningful way so that I could store it into a data structure that would then be used to create these animations. So uh, creating these uh, creating these tables as part of the script was only a small part of the bigger picture. I also had to create code for how to animate the storms, how to move them from point A to B in a timely manner, how to rotate the typhoons, how to create different maps. So Python has been a very important language for me, and uh, the Py4E course really helped me open my eyes into uh, Python for a more practical sense of programming. And I'm happy that I was able to create such a meaningful contribution to Data Engineering Filipinas, even though I just a hobby developer and it started out just as a passion project. Thank you very much.
Grabe ka naman, Noel, oh. Congratulations talaga. Sayang hindi mo na-present yan during the PyCon. Well, meron pa namang next year. And we have the Data Engineering Pilipinas community to always back you up in whatever projects that you would like to do. How about you, CJ? Are you ready to present your ano? I-take na natin yung opportunity habang nandito pa sila, oh. Guys, okay lang ba? Yes, marami na magko-contribute sa Git. Sana, sana. Sana marami na mag-volunteer. CJ, are you still there?
Ano? Yes, yes.
Yes. Would you like to present?
Yung project po ba? Or ano?
Ikaw, kahit ano okay lang.
Okay, wait.
It's your
I'll just
chance.
present my data. Yeah. I'll just present it on Google Colab since walang images yung ano. So my project, it was created using Pandas, Seaborn, and Matplotlib. And ito po yung actual. Kita po ba? Yeah. Ito po yung
Yes, kita.
naging ano ko. Yeah, yung idea nito is yung dataset na ginamit ko is yung mga senators na nanalo from 1946 up to now. So yung point nito, what generation that controls the Philippine Senate? And as you can see here, are parang from revolutionary generation up to millennials. So ang point ng ano na ito, ng image na ito is kailan tayo pipili ng panibago, since para bang nasa millennial stage pa rin yung mga senators na humahawak ng Senate natin. So, nakuha niyo po ba yung idea?
Wait, medyo maliit kasi yung ano. Pero sige, tuloy mo lang. O saan daw saan po si Juan Ponce Enrile?
Nasa revolutionary generation siya.
Revolutionary.
And this is my code. Para bang may gumawa po siya, but ang library niya is Boxe. Pero inano ko siya dito sa para bang ginamit ko siya to introduce the Seaborn and Matplotlib. And ito po yung naging project. Yung naging output. Yeah. And that's it po. Yung aking project as of now. And yeah. Thank you po.
Nice. Uy, thank you so much, CJ. Ang gagaling nyo. Grabe kayo. Sige. So, paano? Ay, may mga questions pa ba, guys? Casey, nakapag-take ka ba ng picture ng group pic? Nawala na sa isip ko, sorry.
Nope. Kaso hindi na yata allowed mag-open ng cam because we're more than 25.
Oh, okay, oo nga. Hindi, kahit screenshot na lang ng mga natin, ng mga, ang tawag dito, Discord
Yep.
accounts. Oo, ganun na lang siguro. And so, paano? A huge thank you to our PyCon representatives for sharing their experiences and to all of you for being part of this discussion. So, if there's one thing we learned today, it's that you don't have to be an expert to attend PyCon or any big event, big or small event. You just have to be curious and open to learning and show up. So, if you want to continue this conversation via chat na lang siguro, and feel free to network with each other. And if you are thinking about attending next year, I say go for it. So thank you everyone and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.